Hi there and welcome to our channel. So have you ever wondered why you can start a new exercise program or a new diet plan and you do it for a few days and then you just quit? Well, did you know that 95% of everything you do is a result of your habits, the good ones or the bad ones? So in this video, I'm going to share how you can install new good habits and break the old ones. I'm Melinda, and I help women of all ages reset their mind and their body one step at a time. I actually co-host a virtual walking group with women across the country. During our walk, we have an inspirational talk, so we're exercising and working on our mindset all at the same time. We walk Monday through Friday on a weekday Zoom call, and we walk from wherever we're at. So you can walk right out your front door, walk on your treadmill in your house, or just listen in. We believe that your mindset is the key to looking good and feeling great again. If you would like to join our virtual walk, then click the link below and get all the info. Or if you can't walk when we do, or maybe you just want to listen in, then click that subscribe button right down there and get all of our latest inspirational messages. So did you know your life today is essentially the sum of your habits? How in shape you are or how out of shape you are, it's a result of your habits. Or how happy or unhappy you are, it's a result of your habits. So as an adult, we get to own these ourselves. We don't get to blame anyone. We don't get to blame mom and dad or our spouse, our family, or even our ex-spouse. It's our habits that we created. So how happy or unhappy you are, or how successful or unsuccessful you are, well, you guessed it, it's a result of your habits. So what you repeatedly do, what you spend time thinking about and doing each day, ultimately forms the person that you are. The things you believe in and the personality that you portray. But what if you want to improve? What if you want to form new habits? How would you go about it? You need to understand the 66-day habit protocol. So how many times have you heard it takes 21 days to start a new habit? Although that could be the case for a few number of people, in reality it takes an average of 66 days to install a new habit or break an old one. There are several numbers that float around, like 21 days, 30, or even 100. But the new study shows that it takes an average of approximately 66 days for the new habit protocol installation. It really all depends on how deep-rooted the habit is, but the average is 66 days, which answers a lot of questions as why it's been so hard to break new habits and start new ones. Well, it all actually starts with ritual plasticity. Now, what is ritual plasticity? Believe me, I had to look that one up. It is your brain that has to adapt and change, and neuroplasticity in your brain that gives you the ability to do so. So neuro is your nerve cell, and plasticity refers to the plastic, which is the modifiable nature of your brain and your nervous system. So neuroplasticity is the reasons teachers teach and therapists treat. So the old saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, well, it isn't true. We can learn and we can create with our brain and central nervous systems throughout a lifespan. It just takes a lot of work to keep our brain active and keep it learning. Well, just like there's neuroplasticity, your habits, your routines, and your rituals are plastic. So here's a model that will hopefully explain the 66-day habit protocol installation. Understanding how long it takes to install new habits and break old ones will make a lot of sense when you think back as to why you were never able to stick to a new habit or break an old one. So you also need to understand that every habit goes through 3 phases. And the first phase is destruction. You're destroying your old neural pathway of the old habit and the emotional architecture of that old habit. So every routine or ritual or habit goes through phase number 1, the destruction phase. It's what happens when you start a new exercise program or a diet plan or learning to live on a budget. We are making the changes and we're breaking things down. So it's like tearing down a house. It's the destruction phase, and it takes 20 to 22 days approximately. But remember, it's 66 days approximately to install that new habit. So you have to stay with it for at least 66 days. So the first 22 days approximately is phase number 1, which is destruction. That moves us right to phase number 2, which is confusion. After you've destroyed it, it's like a renovation. It's just a mess. Now you're just confused. You start to think, I can't do this. This is just too hard. And this is when so many people quit. You think this just isn't normal. No, it's unfamiliar. So let me say that again. It's just unfamiliar. So it's normal if you're confused. If you're confused, you're still thinking for yourself. If you're confused, it means you're growing. Society says, what's wrong with you? You're confused all the time. I'm suggesting to you, you're confused all the time because every single day you're disrupting the old you. Hear that again. You're disrupting who you used to be. Who you used to be yesterday, and of course society doesn't understand you. So to have the results very few have, you've got to live and behave like very few do. So after that confusion stage, that moves us to phase number 3, and that's the integration phase. It's the final 20 to 22 days. Integration is actually the new habit. So remember, destruction was the first habit, and it's 20 to 22 days, and it's hard, and confusion is the second stage, and that's when it gets really messy. So it's messy in the middle, and it feels uncomfortable, but it was just unfamiliar. You're gonna feel like giving up in this stage, but just don't give up. Remember, it's uncomfortable, but it's really just unfamiliar. So phase 3 is the exciting to learn, because finally you get to the integration, which is also called automaticity. It becomes a part of you, a new belief, your new way of being. It becomes easy. Here's the fascinating thing. You only use willpower until you get to automaticity. This is the secret. It's actually the secret sauce. Ever wonder why great athletes are able to spend all their energy on willpower just to install the routine or habit? It's because they know. They've actually been trained to know. Once the routine becomes automatic, it's an exciting thing because it frees up their willpower for the next routine or habit that they want to install. So this tells us how long it takes to start new habits that actually stick and break habits that don't serve you. If you like this video, make sure you check out my next video. It is how to set up a framework and the process that every habit goes through, and how to break your old ones and make them stick. Thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget about part 2, which is next. And remember to hit the subscribe button right down there, push the bell to make sure that you get all of our inspirational talks. I hope to see you on our next video.